Welcome, everyone, to Rise Wrestling's Sunday night feature presentation. My name is Joey Sinceri, but to you, it's the superior athlete, the superior man, Joey Sinceri. And I am joined by first class Christy K. Christy, how are you doing?
I am doing great. I'm so excited to be here tonight.
I'm so excited to be with you. You know, the last time we were together, we were just co-hosts on Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, but now I'm an international wrestling superstar. Christy, can you believe that?
I can't. I really, really can't.
I can. I saw it coming from a mile away. But let's talk about the 5th anniversary show, the biggest show of the year, December 11th, Uniontown Mall. If you do not have tickets yet, www.risewrestling.com. We have so much action set for that night. We are going to find out who is walking away with that nice, new, beautiful, undisputed Rise Grand Championship belt. Probably me. We have two friends going head-to-head with each other in an epic battle. The fate of the company hangs in balance in a particular match. And after 20 months of not having Rise Tag Team Champions, we're finally going to have some crowned.
We are. So tonight, we actually have 2 matches for you. So that's really exciting. We have our girl, the Spartan Warrior, Nikita Knight, going against Jose Blanco Jr. And we also have a second match.
We have a second match. My boy, the Shining Diamond, who, thank you for wearing his colors tonight as well, too, Christy. You look great in the great Alexander versus Cowpoke Paul.
This was completely by accident.
No, it was on purpose. You could be in the group. You don't have to be with Brandon. You could come out with us. Wouldn't that be better?
Yeah.
Wait, our producer just said that he wants us to cut to something right now. What is that?
Can we confirm that Lewis is returning for the 5th anniversary show? Can that be confirmed? Is that confirmed?
Yes, it is confirmed that Lewis will not be at the 5th anniversary show because if you forget, Commander Sterling has banned Lewis from ever competing in a Rise Pro Wrestling match.
Well, that is the key word, competing. It doesn't mean he can't buy a ticket and come in the front door, or maybe he's just a special guest.
Well, wait until I message Commander Sterling right now and tell them Lewis is thinking about even showing up to the building, and Commander Sterling will make sure they keep security around there 24/7 so he can't get into the building.
Well, let's just say I'm sure Commander Sterling has something up their sleeve for the 5th anniversary show, so Brandon K has to plan also.
I'm sure they do. Commander Sterling is not an idiot, unlike your husband. Oh, sorry.
I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
After all this time, years of fighting against Rise management, the ones who let me have a chance at this position to become Rise Grand Champion. After all that I've done,
I wasn't exactly the star pupil, cheating, spitting in faces, ruining everyone's opportunity that I could. Instilling fear in Rise is what I used to do. But times have changed, and so have I. This is my fate. This is my journey. This is Noir.
Our next matchup, we have my boy, the great Alexander, going against Cowpoke Paul. Cowpoke Paul, the most recent graduate of the Stronghold Training Center, and I do not think he is ready for this drama against the great Alexander.
Oh, and we have the lockup.
And the great Alexander with an arm drag. Cowpoke Paul does not know what he is in store for here, Christy. Look at those gold pants.
Woo! I like them. I like Cowpoke Paul. I love that cowboy hat he wears around.
Locking up again. Alex with another arm drag. Let's go, Alex.
Always rooting for your boys.
Who else would I root for? Another tie-up. Whoa, whoa. There you go. Big body slam by the great Alexander.
Oh, and Cowpoke Paul looks like he's hurting.
I think Cowpoke needs to go back into the training a little bit more.
Oh,
Watch out. What is this?
a little bit of do-si-doing.
The great Alexander. What are you doing, man? Christy, what is going on here? I thought this was a wrestling match.
Oh my. Is he hog-tying
You can't hog tie in wrestling?
Uh-oh.
What is your husband training these kids? What's he teaching him to do? Referee, disqualify him. And look who's laughing in the corner. Brandon Kay, cheering his head off.
Oh, it looks like your boy is hot under the collar right now.
Not this time. What? Kick out, Alex.
Ooh,
Not yet.
that was a
Not
good,
yet.
clean 2-pin. 2 count.
The Rev is just randomly showing up all the time. He's always in all these videos. He came in and just burst in when me and Alex were talking in the back the one night. And now he's in the corner of this match wearing the cowboy hat. What's he doing?
Looks like he's cheering on Cowpoke Paul.
He's an idiot. Alex, just take your time, man. You get in whatever you want. You're the great Alexander. You go on your time. Well, watch behind you. Ref. There you go. That's what you get for pulling on that hair. And, yep.
Surprised he could get a good grip on that hair. As much gel is in it.
That's it. He's all natural curls. Beating Cowpoke's face in. There's a bounty out on Cowpoke Paul, I think. You don't have to listen to that, ref. Who is that jabroni?
Come on, Paul. You got this.
Look at that. Look at the physique on the great Alexander. Greatest of all time. He's the GOAT.
Get him off the ropes, ref.
Just newly 22-year-old Shining Diamond. So happy birthday to my boy Alexander. Yep.
All right. Cowpoke Paul has to make some moves here.
That's what he gets. Cowpoke's probably using his lasso on those horses and everything. How's he like to be slapped around a little bit? I don't know what these people are cheering for. They think Cowpoke actually has a chance? Is that one of the O'Doyle brothers from Billy Madison with that 316 shirt on in the front row? Look at O'Doyle rules.
Those chops.
This is not right. He should not be allowed to slap Alexander like that. That's what you get. Miss. There we go. The great Alexander back in control.
Cowpoke Paul down in the corner again. Oh, no, he's not.
Wait a second. He just lifted him up. What is he doing here? Ref! You're allowing this? What is going on? He wants to have a family one day.
Not today.
Stop showing Rev Ron Hunt. forearm by Cowpoke Paul. He goes for the cover. Kick out. That's two. He did not pin the Great Alexander. It will not happen. Cowpoke Paul in control of this match. Alex goes for the knee. Big back elbow by the Great Alexander, followed up by one of the greatest of all knees.
Cowpoke Paul kicks out again. He's holding on. He's beat up, but he's not down for the count yet.
So the one thing about this match, though, Christy, is really highlighting how high level the Stronghold Training Center is. I mean, Cowpoke Paul just debuted in a scramble match at WrestlePit, but now he is in a big matchup against one of the hottest competitors in pro wrestling right now, the Great Alexander. And he's holding his own. I mean, that does speak to the strength of the Stronghold Training Center.
We are going to see a lot of great things out of Cowpoke Paul.
Impressive clothesline by Cowpoke Paul. He is in firm control of this match. Alex, get it together, man. He has a gun? Big boot by... Leg drop by Cowpoke Paul. 1, 2. Only 2. That's it, Alexander. Do not quit, man. Hang in there. Should I run in?
I don't think you should. You need to stay right there.
What is he doing? Where did Brandon find this guy? Big stunner by the Great Alexander, followed up by a neck breaker. That is all sayonara. Cowpoke Paul will not quit. Come on, Alex, don't get frustrated. Hang in it.
Wow.
Cowpoke Paul, I didn't know Cowboy's hair was that crazy.
He's a crazy cowboy.
And that's the first cowboy I've seen with a
Okay.
Disney tattoo.
I will say, there's one rule. You don't mess with a cowboy's hat.
I learned that the hard way one time, and we're going to see if it pays off for Alexander. Misses the knee. Cowpoke goes for a stunner, and he connects. Alex, roll. Impressive move by Cowpoke Paul. Man,
I thought he had him.
Good. Somebody slap Rev in the mouth.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
About slapping Rev?
No, about almost having him.
No,
he
you
almost had him.
Christy wants to slap you, Rev.
Here we go. Here we go.
There we go. Fold him up.
Oh, no!
The Great Alexander. What a genius. Cowpoke Paul, an awesome showing, but it just goes to show he's just another stupid cowboy. Get back to the drawing board, buddy.
I am looking forward to seeing more matches with Cowpoke Paul.
Brandon K talking to Cowpoke Paul. I wonder what he's saying to him. Probably asking what hair products they use.
Giving some encouragement there to his students. That was an amazing match. Did you see Cowpoke Paul almost pull out a win? As the newest graduate of the Stronghold Training Center, he almost pulled that out.
And almost Cowpoke Paul counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. You almost got it. Maybe next time, kid. Whenever you're in the ring with somebody in the Great Success, you can expect a loss. Just like Drake Braddock will on December 11th. If you think it was bad just being in the ring with one member of the Great Success, whenever Drake Braddock has to be in that handicap with the Great Alexander, he's also going to have to face the successful St. Jordan Styles. So I'm going to just go out here and predict that it's going to be another loss for Drake Braddock.
I don't know. I don't think you should ever underestimate Drake Braddock. So we'll have to wait and see.
I finally got to the mountaintop.
He did it now! New champ! New champ! New champ!
Paranoia set in.
Since you just want to call whatever shots you want, maybe we should do things we want to.
I'd thrown away my morals, my values, in order to do whatever necessary to keep my spot. I had a lot of time to reflect, and I realized that I'm a shell of who I used to be. But I want to use this year, this return, to prove something, not to anyone else but myself, that I can be at least a shadow of who that man once was.
Wait a minute, wait. Oh my God! You talk about Matt Connor's friends, Ty Cross. Edric Everhart is back! Edric Everhart is not gonna let these two take down Matt Connor's friend is here. Wait a minute! What? No! What? Wait a minute! What is that? What are you doing?
Hey, I gotta know. Why did you want Matt Connor? What's going on?
Calling it. We definitely shouldn't have a match. Don't show up. Come out. Don't call me out. Because you know what's gonna happen, right?
Oh God! We gotta get people in there.
He's gone crazy.
Someone get in there and stop this!
Don't show up. Please.
No! No! Oh my God! Stop him right now! Connor was Edward's only friend, and he just spit in his face. Sorry. Boy, I do not want to get together.
Something you know all too well. Something you're gonna regret.
To wrestle somebody that I crippled 2 months ago, right? It's so stupid.
On December 11th, we're also going to see two former best friends, the Reaper Matt Connor going against Edric Everhart, and this is going to be ugly for Matt Connor. He can't possibly be ready for this match after what Edric did to him.
Just 2 months ago, getting taken out of the ring at the Rise show on a stretcher because of what was done to him at the hand of his former best friend. You hate to see friendships fall apart, but we see it all the time in this business, and I just don't know what to expect in this match.
Well, Edric was probably tired of just carrying Matt Connor like he did his entire Rise wrestling career. I mean, at one point, Matt Connor was the grand champion and System Elite were the tag team champions solely because how good Edric Everhart is. There would be no Matt Connor if there wasn't an Edric Everhart. And whenever Edric Everhart finally puts that stake through his heart on December 11th and finishes him for good, I think New Ugly is going to get his due.
I don't know. Matt Connor is one of the best wrestlers in the Pittsburgh area. I think that Edric is going to have a fight on his hands. I just hope that Connor is in the condition to really go in there and show us what he's made of. But I do think that he has something to say. Let's watch.
There's a lot of questions hanging in the air right now. The biggest of all being, Matt, why would Edric do that to you? Your friend for years, why would he turn his back on you like that? Let me let you in on a little secret. If you're foolish enough to think that you're Edric Everhart's friend for any amount of time, you learn very quickly what Edric's all about. Edric only cares about Edric. You are just a pawn in his game until he's used up your value, and then he just tosses you aside. Ty's lucky he got out on his own accord before he fractured his back too. Edric, I don't even care about the injury. That's the name of the game in this business. I don't even care about the fact that I had to use a cane to walk down the aisle at my own wedding because of you. What I care about, Edric, is the fact you won't own up to your selfishness, and you won't just tell me flat out you did it for your own gain. Edric, you don't want to fight me? You don't want to show up December 11th, look me in the eye, man to man? Well, let me present one last proposition for you. You see, I talked to the powers that be at Rise. I stated my case, and they granted me this favor. December 11th, Edric, you versus me. Winner gets an opportunity at the Rise Grand Championship in January. Edric, do me a favor. Please, please, on December 11th, show up. I dare you.
This next matchup, we have Nikita Knight, the Spartan Warrior, versus Jose Blanco Jr. Jose's trying to get away already. Get out, Jose. Get out of there.
This man is a maniac. Who thought bringing this lunatic into a ring was a good idea?
But my question is, what kind of jail has lucha cops with long frizzy hair? I don't know if Nikita Knight's ready for a madman like this. Nikita Knight working the head, wrenching the head of Jose Blanco Jr.
Just the look on her face tells me she means business.
But Jose is one of the best Cuban luchadors, but Nikita Knight's showing she's not going to back down. In control of this match. Going for a roll-up. Nikita pushes Jose off. Big drop kick by the Spartan Warrior. And she is back in control of this matchup. Can you believe how impressive Nikita Knight is, Christy?
Oh, man. She looks so good. She is so crisp and clean. She just gets right in there. She's not afraid of anything.
Nikita Knight, one of the most traveled women professional wrestlers at the fresh age of 18, already on AEW Dark multiple times, hitting a Japanese arm drag and another drop kick by Nikita Knight. Jose Blanco might try to go back into the cell. Jose Blanco in pain, getting his arm wrenched out. He's getting out of this. Look at this move by him. Yep. Nikita ripping him right back down.
Complete control. Look at that control that she has.
Nikita Knight is already a student of First Class Brandon K, but she's been in the ring with already one of the best women wrestlers of all time, Thunder Rosa. I'm sure she's had to learn a lot from Thunder Rosa. She's been all over the place so far. And look at her, super athletic. She is a gymnast. She is a Spartan Warrior. And she's beating Jose Blanco Jr. up pretty good right now. But Jose's not falling for another drop kick. No way. Jose! He's going to have to regroup. Nikita in control of this matchup.
Jose Blanco out of the ring.
Wait a second.
He trying to escape? Where is he going?
Wait a second. I think Jose is realizing he does not have his handcuffs on, and he jukes out the cops.
Oh, no!
Go, Jose, go! He's gone! He got away! He got away. Jose is free. Thank the Lord, Jose Blanco. Wait.
No.
Wait a second. There was a third lucha cop?
You thought they would leave the door unattended?
Nikita Knight back in control. Lucha pass. Big pin. This might be it. Kick out by
Nikita
Jose.
Knight is fired up.
Woo! The Cuban luchador Jose Blanco with a trip of his own.
Oh, no.
I think they taught that one in Lucha Jail. Just if you're getting in a bad fight and you don't know what else to do, whoop, right in the eyes. Now Jose Blanco in control of this matchup in a big snap suplex, and that shut these fans up at the Stronghold Training Center. And look at Jose Blanco. I think he learned those dance moves from sweet and sassy Sean Sims.
He's really working Nikita's back.
We're going to see how much of a Spartan warrior Nikita Knight really is. Fighting back, but Jose Blanco fighting back in control.
Nikita Knight has got to be getting tired. She's been working this man.
Look at that cocky pin.
And Nikita just is not going to have it.
Nikita Knight will not quit. She is a Spartan warrior. It is in her blood to keep on fighting, but it's not looking good for her right now. Jose Blanco Jr. in control of this match, looking to just choke the life out of her right now.
Come on, Nikita.
These fans are getting behind her. Rev Ron Hunt again. Stop showing it.
Jose Blanco has her in the corner.
Nikita showing that warrior strength by just charging out of the corner and feeding Jose with those rights. Nikita sends Jose in the corner. Jose with the evade. And just like he learned in jail, by any means necessary, yanking her down by the head. But Nikita will not quit. You can see Brandon Kay there cheering his prize student on, trying to get her to fight. Russian leg sweep, Cuban leg sweep by Jose Blanco Jr. What is he going for here? What is this? Oh, he must have forgot what he was doing there. What an idiot. Going for some sort of Cuban stretch.
Nikita just writhing in pain.
I think Jose Blanco calls this the Cuban pretzel. But we see the fans getting behind Nikita Knight, waving those rally towels. Quick schoolgirl by Nikita Knight. And a flatliner by Nikita Knight out of nowhere. That warrior effort, that warrior spirit really coming to life. I think the fans waving those towels have willed her into finding that strength deep down inside of her.
Now she's just got to bring this home.
And Jose again rolling out of the ring, and I think he's trying to get away, but he cannot juke out Nikita Knight. She is too athletic, cuts him off. She is not leaving it up to those Nimrod lucha cops. Send Jose back into the ring to make sure he does not escape. I think Jose is asking for Nikita Knight's help now to escape. And then he just hits her right in the gut. I mean, this guy is a dirtbag. Tilt-a-whirl. Nikita lands on her feet, sends Jose off. Jose miss, backbreaker. Nikita sends Jose into a reversal. Going for her patented satellite DDT, but Jose catches. She's going for it again, and yes, she gets the satellite DDT. She just has to roll over and make that cover. It might be it. But Jose using his Cuban luchador smarts to get out of the way. Nikita kicking the leg out. Big knee to the head.
Oh, Nikita's got the rally tail now.
She better be focused on just getting in this matchup and not worry about the towel so much.
Oh, she knows.
Jose had that scouted. Nikita with a duck and a big kick to Jose Blanco. I don't think she's going up there for the view. This might be it. Nikita kicking the legs out of Jose Blanco. A big moonsault. And that is it. Nikita Knight with a huge victory. She is on a roll.
Nice. Those rally towels, I think, really picked her up, led her to that win.
What a big win. Get your rally towel and will your favorite wrestler to a win. Brandon Kay celebrating with Nikita Knight. Whoa, Christy.
Did you see those Rise rally towels?
Yeah, I just
swinging
felt
for
it.
our girl Nikita Knight. If you want to get your hands on one of our new Rise rally towels, you can go to www.Rise Wrestling to get your tickets for our 5th anniversary show. And we have a great ticket package. You save $5, guaranteed front row seats, and a Rise rally towel for $25, or you can get them for $10 at the show.
And if you get your towel, make sure after I win the Rise Grand Championship that you're on your feet. You have your towel in hand, and you're swinging it over around your head.
Or you could swing it for whoever wins.
But let's talk about Nikita Knight versus Jose Blanco Jr.
Right? Oh my goodness. That match was amazing. Nikita Knight, the Spartan Warrior, also a student of the Stronghold Training Center, but the youngest competitor on AEW. What do you think of Nikita Knight?
Nikita Knight is a phenomenal talent. I mean, she's already at the age of 18, an absolute stud. She just got in the ring with an international Cuban luchador legend, Jose Blanco Jr., and defeated him rather handedly.
I know. And what a crazy, crazy competitor. I mean, to control him that way, I mean, he looks completely uncontrollable.
He's loco. He's out of his mind. But here you see Brandon Kay giving tips to his favorite student, Nikita Knight. Let's look at this video and see what you have to think about that.
Throttle and Brandon Kay are on the same page. Wait, whoa! What is going on? Wait a minute. What is going on? Full throttle. Just gave Brandon Kay a spotlight. Did you get all of this?
Look at that.
Did you know about this?
Did I know about that? Look at my face next time you watch that video. Do you think I loaf around and plan with people that paint their face up? I don't know anything about it.
All right. I believe you, but it's still hard to watch. I mean, Dalton was a part of our family. We celebrated Thanksgiving, Christmas with him. You know, Brandon doesn't let a lot of people in that inner circle. And when he does, it matters. It means something. So for Dalton to just turn on him like this, it just doesn't make sense. Why? Why would he think that was the solution, that was the answer? What is going to come of that?
All I know is Brandon needs to get his head on his shoulders. He's worrying about Dalton. He has a match with Commander Sterling that if he doesn't win, he already lost his best friend. He could lose his company. And I think Commander Sterling has a plan in their head because Commander Sterling is the one that picked an I Quit match.
And why would you pick an I Quit match against a 25-year veteran, one of the best wrestlers in Pittsburgh, and think that you could win that without some shady dealings? I mean, we just have to expect the unexpected from Commander Sterling.
I'm sure they have something in store, and we're going to find out December 11th.
In 2019, I had the honor of becoming Rise Wrestling's commissioner. In 2020, I took on the burden of becoming Rise's Grand Champion Regent, becoming the only performer to represent Rise through the entirety of 2020, while every wrestler went off to pursue other opportunities, and the owner, Brandon Kay, achieved nothing except losing us our home venue of the Rise Stronghold. In 2021, when Rise returned, I brought the crowds. And here we are, rapidly approaching 2022, and what does Commander Sterling have to show for their dedication to the sport? In this year, I proved myself as a pro wrestler, as a commentator, as a ring announcer, as a manager, and I have been largely forgotten by the entire Northeastern wrestling scene. The reviews don't mention me. The podcasts misgender me. No one gives a shit who Commander Sterling is. Well, when I end the tenure of Brandon Kay, perhaps that will finally be enough for at least some of you to recognize me. Brandon Kay, you need to remember it was you who begged me to take on the role of commissioner because you couldn't handle it. The talent was walking all over you. Champions would not defend their titles when you told them to. You needed order. You needed control. You needed Sterling. And now, after you've milked me for all you think I'm worth, you want to get rid of me. It's not happening, Brandon. Because I did bring order. I did bring control. I brought Rise Wrestling to heel, and in doing so brought it to new heights. That is why I made our match an I Quit match. That is why I accepted your challenge in the first place. Not because I think I'm going to win, but because I know I have to. Not just for me, but for Rise itself. Because you're not equal to the task. You need to go home, raise your family where you belong, out of the spotlight. So come to the Rise anniversary show, Brandon. Bring your wife. Bring your son. I want them to see what I do to you. I want them to beg you to say, I quit. I want them to scream, I quit, alongside you. I want them to be there front and center to remind you of what it is you could lose. What it is Rise almost cost you when you were its commissioner. You can't provide for anyone. You couldn't run Rise. You can't look after your family. You can't do anything. Whereas I've the time, the resources, the power, and the drive. I will not quit. And chokeslams will be the last of it. I will grind you beneath my boot. I will turn you into a good, obedient little subordinate. And in the end, when you look up from the ruins of your former career, you will understand that you and everyone else needs to thank God for me.
Friday afternoon, I clock out from work and need to cut loose. It's time, knock the dust off my boots, get out, find a cure from the week's abuse. Calling all of my friends, it's gonna be a night that's never gonna end. Cleaned up and I'm ready to wow, it's been a whole week since I cracked a smile. It's time, gonna let it out, I'm gonna make them scream, I'm gonna make them shout. Oh yeah, it feels so damn good to rock away the blues. And I say, oh no, oh no, no. And I say, oh no, oh no, no. And the good life begins. And the good life begins. Trucks loaded, the boys are getting loud. Hit the honky-tonk, gonna play for the crowd. Pull out the jack, slam it down. Gonna light this city, gonna rock this town. Pulling in and the joints packed tight. Start to second guess the whole damn night. Before my hand hits the door, I feel the excitement and I'm wanting more. It's time, gonna let it out. I'm gonna make them scream, I'm gonna make them shout. Oh yeah, it feels so damn good to rock away the blues. And I say, oh no, oh no, no. And I say,
as everybody focuses on 2022, you start to make resolutions, but Tyler Klein and Calvin Couture have business to finish in 2021. Is that not right?
I mean, I'm ready to finish Chase Oliver next show. So, I mean, we've got that, but that's, I mean, I'm only second to what's really going on in DC.
That's true. Why don't you tell the people what you have to finish out in 2021?
Calvin plans to finish the main event makeover whenever I get my hand risen and the Rise Grand Championship is finally where it belongs, around my already perfect waist.
So everybody can make their 2022 resolutions, but in 2022, everything that the runway and Benjamin C. Steele touch turns to gold.
Troy Lords, it's come to my attention that you think I'm a disappointment, that I've wasted your time. Well, quite frankly, I don't ever remember asking for your time to mold me into what you think a Rise Grand Champion should be. All you've done is cause me pain and misery. You've hurt my friends, you've cost me matches. Hell, I've gotten hurt in the process. But, you know what? I'm tired of it. Next Saturday, the 11th, at the Rise Anniversary Show, me and my friend Tyler Vox will go toe-to-toe with you and Shirley Doe. And we'll end it. This ends. And mark my words. We will walk out as the new Rise Tag Team Champions. See you soon.
After 20 months, we are finally crowning our Rise Tag Team Champions. This is really exciting. We have had 2 tag team champions in the past. System Elite was our first reigning tag team. And then, of course, TME, one of the most popular tag teams in the area, were our second. So we are going to be crowning only our 3rd Rise Tag Team Champions on December 11th.
On December 11th, crowning Rise Wrestling's third tag team champions. We have Shirley Doe and Troy Lords taking on Tyler Vox and Keith Hott. This is going to be a big matchup for the straps. Shirley Doe stole the belts, and now they have been vacated, and we're going to find out who the third ever tag team champion is going to be. I cannot wait to see that one. Not only are the belts finally on the line, but we're going to maybe see a conclusion to this Troy Lords, Keith Hott dilemma that we've been going on for quite some time.
And I have to say, I hope Shirley Doe gets what he's coming for.
Also in action that evening, we have the Urban Playboy, Pretty Boy Smooth, who's standing in at a legit 6'9". And if you saw him on Twitter, if you see him on Instagram, if you listen to his videos, he is out for blood on the 11th against his former tag team partner. I mean, it seems like friendships don't last that long in wrestling. Colby Red, who is going to be with BC Steel. That matchup, again, is going to be insane. Former friends, you saw what happened at the last show, and now we're going to get the payoff. Pretty Boy Smooth versus Colby Red.
And Colby Red is fairly new to Rise Wrestling, but he has put on quite the showing since he's arrived. So we can expect big things for him going forward.
Colby Red, very impressive. He's going to need all of BC Steel if he's going to try to beat Pretty Boy Smooth. Other action that we have lined up for that night is Tyler Klein versus Chase Oliver, which might steal the show. Chase Oliver, super athlete, excellent in the ring. He's always a fan favorite, but I don't know if he looks as good as Tyler Klein. He always has that lookbook with him. Probably have Calvin out with him, unless Calvin's getting ready for the Grand Championship match. But that is also going to be a big matchup that evening.
Absolutely.
Let's hear from the rest of the competitors in the Challenge of a Champion matchup.
It's finally over. This finally will be over. The anniversary show, Ziggy with her belt, MV with his belt, Joey Sinceri, Noir, Calvin doing a fashion show, and me being the glue to it all. Here from the beginning. It'll be over, and done with. Somebody's going to be the grand champion. And if you are a betting person, you probably should put your money on me, because I'm going to show all of them why I'm the greatest of all Rise.
On December 11th, I have the biggest challenge that I have ever had, not only in Rise Wrestling, but in my wrestling career. I think I proved to not only Rise management, but to Matt Connard himself, that I belong in the main event. And I will continue to give the main event a makeover. Now, to my other 5 opponents, you better not take the fashionista of professional wrestling lightly, because I will kick you in the head. I will get what I want, and at the end of the night, my hand is going to be holding the Rise Grand Championship. And what's everyone going to say? They're going to say, and new Rise Grand Champion, Calvin Couture.
Rise Pro Wrestling, Challenge of a Champion, the anniversary show of the year in the main event. You know, that sounds like something Joey Sinceri should be involved in. Throughout 2021, Rise has seen a lot of triumphant victories. Rise has seen a lot of shocking defeats. But now we have a main event on the biggest show of the year with 6 superstars all having a claim to that Rise Grand Championship. I mean, you got MV Young, MV Young is a champion in multiple promotions throughout the country. MV Young was handpicked by Commander Sterling to be the Rise Grand Champion. And you know what, Mikey? I've been looking forward to getting inside of that ring with you. You got Ziggy Haim. Ziggy Haim is actually the rightful heir to the Rise Grand Championship belt. She's never lost it. She had it stripped away. She had to beat 2 competitors in one night to have her hand raised with that Rise Grand Championship belt. Calvin Couture, the fashionista of pro wrestling. You know what, Calvin? You would make that Rise Grand Championship look pretty good, man. You'd make it look pretty good. Christian Noir, or Noir, the scariest opponent in that Rise Grand Championship match. You know what, Christian? You never won the big one, and on Saturday, December 18th, you're gonna have your shot, man. Who else is there? Tony Johnson. You know, Tony, I give you a lot of props. Anytime I get to talk about you, I always put you over, man. You're the Iceman. You know, you never get your fair shot. You're one of the best wrestlers in North America. You're one of the best wrestlers in Rise. You also have had that championship stripped away from you. You've never lost it, Tony. You should be pretty pissed off, man. Who else is there? Oh, there's me. Why should I be the Rise Grand Champion? You know, I've only been wrestling in Rise for 5.5 months. Why should I even be in the main event? Oh, it's because I'm just that damn good. Oh, wait, no. It's because I am superior. You know, I should be the one representing Rise, like Matt Connard, like Derek Dillinger, like Tony Johnson, like Ziggy Haim, like MV Young, like Lee Moriarty, who I've beat. And don't get me wrong, with every last breath I have in my chest, I believe I am the best representation of a grand champion for Rise Wrestling. Because whenever you get in the ring with Joey Sinceri, you can always do good. You can always get better. But you can never be superior.
All right, now it is time to pick our picks for the Rise Grand Championship. So, I think I know who you might pick, but for me, I think I have to go with Noir. I mean, if you watch this guy, his attitude has completely changed since coming back from COVID. And I have to say, you can physically see that during COVID, he didn't let those pounds creep on. He was hitting the gym. He was staying fit. He wanted to make sure that when he came back to the ring, he was ready, and he is.
That's a okay pick. I mean, you saw he's never got his fair shot. He's got a chance on December 11th. We got MV Young, Ziggy Haim, Matt Connard, Calvin Couture, Noir, who you picked, but my selection, the superior athlete, the superior man, Joey Sinceri. And it's quite simple why I would pick myself. In just a short amount of time, I became an international wrestling superstar. In a short amount of time, there's a big fancy list that ranks people 1 to 500 each year. And Lee Moriarty was number 46. I didn't care about that. I beat him. In a short amount of time, I've had places fly some of the best wrestlers in throughout the country, and I've already been in the ring with them. So it's very easy for me to pick myself holding up that Rise Grand Championship on December 11th.
Well, let's see what our fans think and if they agree with you or me, or maybe you have your own pick. Leave your pick down in the comments. Let us know, who do you see winning and why?
Remember, you can get tickets, www.risewrestling.com. If you buy them right now, you get a rally towel and you save $5 ringside seats. So make sure you get them just so Bradley doesn't get ringside seats. I'm sick and tired of seeing him sitting so close. Get him into the bleachers for one night, please.
Don't worry, Bradley. I already have your seat with your name on it.
But we are so excited to see you guys there. December 11th, Uniontown Mall, the crowning of a new Rise Grand Champion, and also a very, very exciting night.
Don't miss it.
Afternoon, I clock out from work and need to cut loose. It's time, knock the dust off my boots. Get out, find a cure from the week's abuse. Calling all of my friends, it's gonna be a night that's never gonna end. Cleaned up and I'm ready to wow. It's been a whole week since I cracked a smile. It's time, gonna let it out. I'm gonna make them scream, I'm gonna make them shout. Oh yeah, it feels so damn good to rock away the blues. And I say, oh no, oh no, no. And I say, oh no, oh no, no. And the good life begins. And the good life begins. Trucks loaded, the boys are getting loud. Hit the honky-tonk, gonna play for the crowd. Pull out the jack, slam it down. Gonna light this city, gonna rock this town. Pulling in and the joints packed tight. Start to second guess the whole damn night. Before my hand hits the door, I feel the excitement